in Game of Thrones to portray, who would you pick? If it wasn't the Red Viper, the person would you pick?
I'd want to be Cersei, I think. And I would have to be Jamie. Because people ask us, what's like funny stories that happen on set? Sadly, it's just really serious because there's not a lot of laughs in what's going on. You know, like when my father's dead and I think my brothers are dead and my sisters are probably dead. We're not having a lot of laughs.
We're having enough laughs here.
Exactly.
This question is from the both of you. Who is your favorite? What was your favorite part about your characters? Good question.
I think what I liked most about him was his moral compass, how his heart was in the right place and he followed it through and he always tried to do the right thing and did in his head do the right thing, and that's what ended up, you know, getting him killed. But he stuck to what he thought was right, even if it was going to have bad consequences, like cutting off Karstark's head. He, you know, that's really screwed him up, and you know, lost. You know, that part of losing the war was that too. But he knew he had to do it, so he did it. So I think that's something I kind of respected and admired about Rockstar.
Hang in the door! Hang in the door! Thank you!
You're welcome.
What about you, Pedro?
My robe. I think you know, you read the books and you get so much more from the show. There's especially other characters like Littlefinger and reading the books and knowing the ins and outs of those relationships. When I see it on screen, I know all the undercurrents, all the subtext that's going on between characters. So yeah, now I see a lot of people walking about with Game of Thrones books, and I don't know if they were avid readers before, but I know that, you know, lots of people come up to me now and say, I didn't really read much and I've read all the books twice, so hopefully it's comes reading.
I know you kind of touched on this before, but since it's such a large cast and shoots on so many locations, is there any actors you don't really know that well, and is it weird for you to be in a show with someone but not really have met everyone in it?
That happens all the time. I meet people in bars that are like, hi, I'm in Game of Thrones with you. And you've not met them before. That happens regularly. We've not met
We just met today, yeah. We weren't even in the same seasons. I got lucky because I had a very special experience in that I was hired out of the US, and so I didn't fly back and forth. The entire time I was there, I stayed in the hotel that all of the actors were coming in and out of. So I got to meet a lot of actors that were playing characters that I didn't intersect with at all and hang out. The first person that I hang out with, the two first guys I hung out with were Kit and John. Because they were shooting and I had to go in and, like, you know, they were going to decide what they wanted to do with my hair. Were they going to put a wig on me or were they not? And Kid comes in and he's like, hi, I'm Kid, this is John, you want to get dinner tonight? And I was like, yes!
A bit of a fangirl yourself.
Yeah, without question.
Well, thank you.
And I'm just wondering, how you guys like in Tampa right now? Do you like the weather and the atmosphere here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I know you guys, you say it's so humid, but I like it.
So do I.
I'm a flip-flops kind of guy.
The beers are good. The beers are great.
Indian Pale Ale, but in Florida.
You can tone it down. Yeah.
My name's Julian, and I was wondering, throughout the series Before You Die, what was your favorite scene filming?
You know, I think I had the most fun, oddly I had the most fun shooting the trial scene with, I hope you didn't watch. Do this for everyone else. You cover her eyes a lot, especially in my storyline. in the trial scene, it was really fun to get to sit in a chair next to Charles Dance and Lena Headey and watch Peter Dinklage do his thing, and they had all these extras, and it was sort of like my first, the first 2 scenes that I had to shoot was like one-on-one with some of the other actors, and I was sort of putting a lot of pressure on myself, and this was my first opportunity to kind of like blend in with the cast, and they were all so fun. It was sort of started to feel like camp, and watch everybody. And anyway, yeah, that was my first.
I think there was just a bit of a scene in season 1 where after the Battle of the Whispering Wood, I think it is, and I come back and my mother's waiting for me. She doesn't know if I'm going to be alive or dead, and I'm galloping across this field, and it was all snow and ice, and I was in front on this big white stallion with like 25 guys on horseback behind me, and I just felt quite cool.
Richard Madden recently started using your Twitter and
joined.
Instagram. So, this is a serious question. Will you follow me?
I'm
Becca Marie, 7194.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Yeah! Both of you.
I'm on it.
All right.
How should we do it? We'll do like an order. Boom.
I was wondering if you guys were both alive and you could imagine a scene together, what would it entail?
A scene with Robb. I don't know. I imagine Robb Stark would be like, dude, cut it out.
Robb Stark makes bad choices in love all the time, so...
So we'd share a beer, and we'd give each other advice. We'd be like, slow it down. We'll do this, maybe she'll like it.